What's up, everybody? So y'all don't know this, but this is take two. I was recording, maybe like 6 minutes in, the shit went off, so I just had to fucking reformat this damn micro SD card. So we're gonna try this again. Anyway, here to give you guys a review for Love Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5 Episode 1, titled Clutch Your Pearls. All the intro shit I gave on the previous one, I didn't even fucking do. We just finna jump into it. So we got K. Michelle, Moniece, and Bridget. K. Michelle says that she got half of the silicone removed from her body. The rest they have to actually go in and cut it out. She feels LA is a good place for a restart. Bridget was addressing the same thing, saying she's still adjusting, don't nobody fucking care. But Boobie's name was mentioned, and then K. Michelle was just like, is he smarter than how he talks? And I'm just like, okay, well, that was shady as fuck, but you know, I laugh, you know, all in fun. Bridget says she and Brooke buried the hatchet, and K. Michelle calls Brooke a knockoff Angela Bassett, which I'm trying to figure out, like, do they have any beef? I don't fucking know, but I guess we're gonna see. K. Michelle asked Bridget if she would open for her in LA. And Bridget asked, well, what about Lyrica? Because I know she was opening for you. And Kay says when she was in New York, Lyrica was an hour late, did not know the location. And she low-key shaded LaToya Lucky for some reason, don't know why. And then mentioned that because she was late, Kay Michelle herself had to pay the overages. Kay says that she's going to talk to Lyrica. Bridget says that that's a very Kimberly approach, because she's saying that both girls, meaning K. Michelle and Moniece, are in hibernation. K. Michelle's like, nah. And the comment about Brandy being a surrogate for Princess comes up. And Moniece says in her confessional, she said, I posed it as a question, but she doesn't care about anything when it pertains to the Norwood family. And there is, you know, some beef there. Mostly with Princess. And that shit goes back. And that comes up later on in the fucking episode. Let me see. So now we got Plastique, Princess, Lyrica, and Paris. Let me say this real quick. Bridget Kelly, I'm probably not even going to talk too much about her because I don't even think she's going to bring anything. Plastique, a.k.a. Nikki, I ain't got shit to really talk about when it comes to her. Princess, her and Rachel's relationship as a whole, I'm not talking about that unless it's something explosive dynamic, because they've been giving the same shit for the past couple of seasons. You have Paris, who is K. Michelle. Darn it. I'm always dropping this. I'm glad this fucking tank has not fucking went south on me. I'll be fucking pissed. And I actually need to get like a table, whatever, sit right here, because I actually had it sitting on one of my totes, but my totes over there in the corner. But anyway, so yeah, Paris is K. Michelle's ex-best friend / assistant, and she even brings up that the reason that they're not friends anymore because she says that K. Michelle lied to her and said that she stole, but what she said is K. Michelle had a ride app on her phone that she let her use, and pretty much she took a ride and it charged $50 to K. Michelle's account, and that was the fuck it. Now, I don't know if K. Michelle lies or whatever, but I do, well, I'm not going to say I know, but we have known her to be very eccentric, so I don't know. See what else. Princess is expecting, don't nobody really care, but the whole thing with Moniece pops up, and she pretty much says, like, if you guys are where Moniece is, drop a pin, and I'm going to be there. Okay. Because here's the thing, I can believe it, but I've been around a lot of pregnant women, and you just ain't getting up that fast and moving, but whatever. Paris tells Lyrica, because Lyrica is still under the impression that she's going to work with Kate, she's going to meet up with her. And Paris, you know, tries to tell her about K. Michelle, just like, look, you will see it when you see it, but, you know, she's a character. So Princess isn't talking to Ray anymore. They had an argument. He went to Vegas. You know, a girl snapped a picture, DM'd it to him, and now she's moving out. Again, don't care. I'm just saying that's what that was. We're probably not even going to revisit that. You got Ray J, A1, and Solo Lucci. So Lucci's having like this little party or whatever. And, you know, the guys rehash they shit. And, you know, Lucci talks about getting an advance from his record company. And he popping balls now. I don't know much about the music bit. I know enough, even though I ain't in it. But what I will say is, you know, anybody inspiring. Yeah, I'm taking myself. I just got done going on a walk, so as soon as I get done with this, if I don't get around to basketball wise, I'm going to just go ahead and get cleaned up. Like I said, we family. I'm doing the Mr. Rogers with y'all right now. You know how Mr. Rogers come in, take his shoes off, switch shoes. That's all I'm doing right now. But he got an advance, and typically with this advance, it's in advance. It's not, hey, here is a signing bonus. It's in advance, meaning that you're going to pay it back. So that's some shit where on the back end you're going to pay. And chances are he has a slave contract, which means that at the end of the day, after record sales and everything else, and even after touring, everybody else is going to get paid. And then whatever is left, he will get. And if there is a negative amount, then he owes that back to the record company. So rather than popping bottles, he should have been investing that into some businesses and shit, and then he's even buying fucking jewelry. Anyway, so you got K. Michelle and Lyrica. K tells Lyrica she was an hour late. Again, my question is why now? And Lyrica is dumbfounded about it. And Lyrica says, well, it's management. And K is like, well, it's not my management. It has to be yours. K. Michelle tells Lyrica, I feel like you're very entitled. Which, based on how she was acting last season, I mean, I can see that, but again, I'm not around them. I don't fucking know. Lyrica says, you have to fake it till you make it. And from there came Michelle just like, I don't fake shit like you fake your marriage. I was just like, oh, well, that shit escalated fast. And Kay says that they have a music marriage where it's just a marriage of convenience, them helping each other. I'm just like, well, goddamn. Again, we starting with the bullshit. My thing is, if we starting with all this shit, I wonder if this is going to keep up or if it's going to like just plummet. I don't know. Lyrica leaves and she's talking shit outside, and then she comes back, which leads me to believe that either production said all the shit you talking out here, go back in and say it, or you ain't done filming yet, take your ass back in there and give us some more time. At this point, K. Michelle has an IV in, and K. Michelle even said when she sat with Moniece and Bridget that she's had to sit down through some of her performances. In between sets, she's having to go back, try to hydrate, get fanned off, whatnot. So she has an IV in, and then Lyrica comes back in. And K. Michelle screams like, get the fuck out, Storm. And I'm just like, well, here's the crazy K. Michelle that we are so fucking used to. Lyrica goes and grabs a mic, and these two are talking. Now, K. Michelle calls her album a brick. And then they're arguing, so she goes and grabs the little metal stand that the IV is in. So I'm finna move my light and whatnot. But she goes and she carries, the fucking stand and shit over trying to fucking get at Lyrica. Now here's the thing, if K. Michelle ain't gonna give us shit, K. Michelle is going to give us a fucking TV moment. And then she picks up a stool and chucks it at fucking Lyrica. I ain't got nothing. I really ain't got nothing to say about that, y'all. And then K. Michelle mentioned, and then she still has the IV in her arm, mind you. K. Michelle mentions that she tried to fuck Safari, so this shit comes out. So then you got Soul Lucy's having a mansion party, so he's there, Nikki's there, Tierra's there, A1 there, and Ray's there. I'm gonna go ahead and just skip through the bullshit. Tierra's fucking, she looks healthy, she looks better, and even this past earlier in the summer, we actually saw videos of her working out, and her body appeared to be even more, snatched and put together. So, it seemed like she's still coming down, but she's completely clean and healthy at this particular point in taping. So then you get this girl, her name is Apple Watts. She looks like a fucking Tokyo Tonte knockoff, but she, walks up to A1, because like I said, it's a mansion stripper party. And, she walks up, to A1 because, she wants to do music. And my thing is, A1 says, I always deal with this, bro. You should have some business cards on you. And when somebody walks up to you, you should get them a business card. Be like, you know what, here, get in contact with my people. They'll schedule you or whatever, and then we'll go from there. But he's talking business, has her rap, she does a little something, and then she goes from that to back to her job. So, she bouncing that ass, and then Lyrica walks in. You can't tell me some of this shit because this shit seems so fucking staged. But because she know who A1 is, obviously, old girl knows who Lyrica is. So she seems dumbfounded. Lyrica, just like, okay, but then Lyrica starts kind of talking shit on the girl. And the girl is kind of like giving her that rah-rah back. So then Lyrica, slaps A1 because, of course, they, cut to a black scene with that. They go off to the side, they talking, he's saying that she bugging, and she's like, well, it's just the icing on the cake. And she used this moment to tell him about what happened between her and K. Michelle. And then he's just like, hold on, wait. Yeah. And he says that he's going to holler at Kate, which I'm just like, I don't really know if you should, because at this point, I think we're well past the business shit, and it seemed like you finna sit here and go and check her, and that's some real bitch shit. Like, you should let the women handle women shit, but I'm gonna just leave that where it said it, and hopefully y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Anyway, Apple Watch, she's a stripper. She lives in South Central LA, and she said she's from an area where there's a liquor store on every corner. Don't I fucking know it? Like I said, I'm from the west side of Chicago. I'm telling you, it's a liquor store on damn near every corner. It's some corners where it's on some streets where on the corner you got a liquor store, and in the middle of the street you got a motherfucking church. Like, whew, I'm just saying, you come from the Lord's house, go get you a 40, and then go home and finish praising. Like, that's how it is where I grew up. Let me see. She says that her friend Lily takes care of her kids. I'm not, like, I think they're in a relationship, but I'm not absolutely sure, so we'll see. And Apple rehashes the situation and, saying like, she came to me with the rah-rah, so I get her the rah-rah back. And, Lily is just like, you're trying to change the cycle. You're trying to break the cycle, so you shouldn't even be fucking doing that shit if you're trying to break the cycle. Stripping is not who you are. It's what you do. You're trying to get to that next fucking level, and you to keep that in your mind. I'm just like, whoever the fuck Lily is to Apple, she needs to keep her. Everybody need that one friend that's gonna get them straight and tell them what the fuck they need to hear, not what the fuck they want to hear. So I like it, Lily. So yeah, 6:30. Ooh, shit. Hold on, y'all. I told y'all I went for a walk. I still got this damn fucking thing running. I meant to turn it off. Ooh. Alright, sorry. So it's a 80s fashion show. So you got 80, of course Moniece is there. Even though AD is no longer living with Moniece, I guess that has strengthened their relationship. Paris is there. She came in with Bridget, and Mr. Ray is there with AD and Moniece. So Bridget says that, Paris says to Paris that she's open up for Kate Michelle, and Paris is like, okay, why is that everybody I fuck with is, kind of fucking with Kate? But she's like, all right, y'all gonna see. But even Bridget is just like, Kate has, changed, and I at least want you to try to talk to her. So she's like, okay, whatever. And then Paris kind of looks over her shoulder and sees Moniece, and then going back to the conversation that she had with Princess, drop a pen. So she goes outside to drop a pen. Okay. So Princess comes to the fashion show, interrupts it, grabs a mic, and is going off and saying how Moniece is fake, how she fake being a lesbian. That pissed AD off. Now Moniece is just sitting there, and you can tell Moniece is really trying not to go there now. If you guys did not watch my tabloids and trending topics with T that I dropped like 2 days ago, I did talk about this, and I should show the messages that Moniece had posted. But her whole thing is that they were supposed to record, and that Princess wanted this moment, and you can tell that Moniece is sitting there trying to refrain herself, because at the same exact time, like, this is a very unprofessional shit that you showed. It's love for hip hop at this moment. Why do I even bother? Anyway, but AD is just like, yeah, it's just like this, and you're the same exact person that sat here and tried to expose somebody, and Legal says she's like, no, I didn't do that, and Mona ran their receipts back, and she fucking did. And of course, that shit didn't fly, because I think Princess knew that in her doing that, I don't think she was married to Ray at that point, but somebody was going to have to pay for some legal fees, and it probably would have been Ray. So Princess says that if Moniece has a problem, we can revisit this in 2.5 months after I have my baby. So it's just like, of course, you're trying to have this fucking scene. Because, I mean, here's the thing. I understand why Princess is mad. Because, of course, Princess is mad about Monique saying that, you know, Brandy was the serial and whatnot. I get it. I got it. And like I said in my Trending Topics video, again, go check it out if you haven't. You can't have something going on with you and then cause a fucking scene and then be mad when somebody sitting here and react to your ass. It don't fucking work like that. So Monique was just like, I will toss you after you drop that demon seed. And it was at that point that Princess was like, maybe I'll show you how to be a mother. And it was at that point Monique tried. Here's the thing, y'all. Y'all know Monique will get after a motherfucker. I will show the clips, but I don't want to get flagged, you know, by Mona, because you know Mona will be snatching video down in a minute. But Monique is the same one that snatched a girl by the hair, brought her down, talking about some didn't I tell you, okay. There was that. It's then the one where she played track and field and literally leaped over a barricade to try to get to Nikki. Like, y'all know Monique ain't the one. Y'all know Monique ain't the one. She ain't. So then you got K. Michelle and A1. They rehashed the entire, you know, situation involving her and Lyrica. A1 says in his confessional, K. Michelle is with a major label and her album flopped, yet Lyrica is independent and her shit charted. I don't know the validity of the first half, but the second half, it is true. And at the same exact time, I mean, let's be clear, Lyrica is on Love and Hip Hop, so she actually did a good thing by using this to, you know, catapult herself. And with her being independent, I don't know how her album did, but if your album do good or if your stuff is moving well independently, then a major record label will come and get you up. So then that same shit that happened with, you know, Macklemore when, you know, they dropped Thrift Shop. They was independent, and as soon as that shit blew up, of course a major record company is going to sit here and try to latch on to that so they can get paid. It's all about getting paid. But he said, and then in reference to Safari, she says, look, I am no liar. A1 says that, you know, if she gonna cheat, it's gonna be with somebody that's more lit than me. When it's all said and done, A1 did this. So even though I mentioned that he didn't say the shit about the album flopping in her face, he did say to her face that he thinks her albums is garbage, her vocals are trash, and that she's banned from the radio. And they have a little, I guess, if you want to call it lovers quarrel, whatever the case may be, those two going back and forth, and that's pretty much where the shit ends. But it seemed like this, like the season gonna be lit, but it's kind of always like that with Love and Hip Hop. So I'm pretty sure we gonna get, I'm gonna say maybe 5 fill episodes. I'm just gonna record by saying 5. We gonna see. But again, let me know if y'all team Monisa, if y'all team Princess when it comes to that particular situation. Let me know. Y'all know I'm team Moniece. I'm always team Moniece. And even if Moniece is wrong, I'm gonna say she wrong, but I'm still team Moniece. So yeah, that's it. If basketball wise, you know, drops over here in a decent enough time, then I'll get out to you, because it's like 6:36 right now, and I gotta be like up and in my office at 8 o'clock to have a meeting, get some shit done, because I'm actually taking some people out to go fly on some, you know, UAS, and so I'm always busy, so trying to get some shit done. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share, and I hope that the next video is not this long. All right, peace.